am back with another video. And this video is very special for me because, y'all, when I got the email that this lady was inviting me to be on the show, I literally had to research her and make sure it was legit, because I just was like, nah, not this. This invitation came to me. Are you serious? And it was like the night before Mother's Day, and it was like the confirmation email came on like Mother's Day morning. I was like, this is crazy. This is the ultimate Mother's Day gift. Is this legit? And it was legit, y'all. Anyway, I ended up filling all my paperwork, and I got there, and it was like, hey, you're going on at 9:48, and like it was so crazy. And this was me waiting. They told me to be there at 8:30, and I got there, and I was nervous about being late because I didn't want my segment to not be had, because it was like if you was like more than 2 minutes late, then your segment would be cut. But I made it, and then they was like, you're gonna go on at 9:48, and that was like the waiting room of like, that was like the stage director to help people go on or whatnot, like line up the show and tell people when to go. And then as I was sitting there with the people that was going on before me, that was like the first person that was up was the mayor of Clinton. It was supposed to be Clinton. No, I didn't say Clinton. I'm crazy. It's a man like the comic event thing, and then it just was very surreal to like literally watch people that I was sitting there talking to be on TV. And I literally was talking to her before, like she was two segments before mine. Shout out to Dr. Tamia on talking about women's healthcare. Ladies, go get checked. Do not skip out on these appointments. Your health matters. Then it was my time to go ahead and head back, to go ahead and get prepared. It was like, okay, just follow me and listen to my directions. When we get there, go ahead, just make sure you pay attention. We're gonna be quiet on a set, and yeah, put your phone on silent. You can take pictures, but no flash, and like pay attention to the cameras. Pay attention to just like the person that's interviewing you and not the cameras. And then finally, they got my mic situated. My look mic, y'all, and that was me waiting for my turn, because before going on, like this is a little bit of the set. Before going on, it was this is me walking in. I thought you think that the sets be in different rooms. Everything is in one room for them, which is super crazy. But I had like a people symphony. Somebody was doing the Alabama Symphony was before me. So once that segment was finished, then it was time for me. And he was telling me that's what I was gonna be seeing. And of course, the book that was being talked about was It's Time to Unpack, which is my self-healing journal. If you ain't got it, go get you a copy. This is a little small glimpse of the people that was before me. Shout out to the Alabama Symphony. And y'all, listen to this. Listen to them introduce me. I really want the full segment. Like, I wish I could have sat down and watched it on TV myself, or like somebody had recorded it for me. But then we did took some pictures afterwards, and then I did like a little tour. It wasn't much to see. I did like a little photos. Like, thinking about all the shows that's on the CW, ABC, like that was crazy. And before I left, I had to give Crystal Gray. Shout out to the producer of Talk of Alabama, Crystal Gray. Shout out to you for having me on the show and making this my first news appearance. I pray that this be the first of many, and it was a great time. Everything flowed so well. And I think his name was Stony. Shout out to Stony. Thank you for having me. Thank you for interviewing me. And the energy was good and welcoming all around, and I loved everybody there. I would definitely go back for another time if I was ever invited. I definitely love it. Like, I'm still honestly in disbelief. I can't even hold you. I really can't even. This was I left that for Crystal. I hope she got it. Crystal, if you got it, let me know. Take a picture. Shout out to it. And then here's some of the posters that's line the hallways of some of the shows that is broadcasted there. And I just was like, oh my God, like y'all got All American and Generation Gap. I never watched it before, so let me not get excited. Celebrity Jeopardy, I could definitely be watching that. And I love me some Family Feud. Like, what? Big Whammy, No Whammy, The Bachelor. Like, what? Oh my God, that's crazy. Man, children, I love me some young children. It was really cool to just see your posters and stuff and be in the same place where, like, some of the TV shows that I watch myself are like broadcasted. It was so cool. Definitely like a moment I have to like watch back constantly and look at the picture to see did it really happen. And then it was time to go. Funny part is I had so many nerves leading up to this day, but I am so grateful to my support person that gave me some very encouraging words and told me to shine bright like a diamond. And it took my nerves from like 100 to about 25. But let me hush up and let y'all, in case you missed it, because I think they said it's only up for like a week. But in case you missed it, here is
Welcome
the actual interview that was broadcasted on May 17, 2024 on Talk Up Alabama.
To talk about that. Obviously, an adventure in self-healing through journaling. That's your topic this morning.
Yep.
Why journaling? How does that help with all the self-healing that's got to take place?
Well, honestly, when you think about journaling, people always say, hey, I won't help. I won't help. I want to deal with things I've been through, but I want to go to a therapist. Then I want to go to a counselor, but then they start thinking like, okay, that costs money. And this was like, it does. Even if you go into the insurance route, there's still sometimes a copay. And then people like, you know what? Okay, it costs too much and now I quit, and now you're not getting the help that you need. However, a journal is free. Well, in some cases they're free, or mine is $15, but it's a one-time payment that you're making that's investing in you being better for yourself. And this way you can continue to express and deal with the things you're going through at basically an inexpensive way while still receiving the healing that you need.
You've been through grief. I've been through grief. I think we all have. Everybody is carrying around a little bit of grief. And you have actually journaled your way out of some of that grief, right? And that's where the idea kind of came about of this actually works and people can benefit from this process.
Well, I've written a trilogy called Love on Thin Ice. And the characters, they went through so much to endure love in a sense. And everybody's experienced love. Everybody's been in love at least once or twice, or maybe in love currently. And it's not perfect. And it's just like sometimes the best way to kind of get through stuff is to write it out and let it out. If you don't let it out, you carry it. Next thing you know, you look crazy. Imagine mentally if you just had suitcases, duffel bags. You're gonna look crazy physically to the eye, but you're doing the same thing mentally.
Amen. You got to,
which is just as bad.
Get that load off of your shoulders. A lot of people don't do that. I think it's important too. Before you get into a new relationship, you need to kind of unpack a little bit. Before you have new experiences in life, it's just important to go ahead and get that off your shoulders and heal a little bit, because you can carry all that around and people can feel it. You may not think that people can see it, but you can see that weight that people carry a lot of times. What made you create this event? Again, it's going to be June 8th in Center Point at the Public Library.
Right. This event came from, it sounds so crazy to say everything happens for a reason. So I did a story time at Center Point Public Library with my children's book. I did Walking Through the Ocean, which is a part of the Adventures with Leah series. And the person over children's books, the coordinator was out.
Okay.
The director over the adult services, Carl Wilhelm, like I told her I want to do an event for like mental health and women, and let people, or just not even women, people in general, to let them know how to heal and like incorporate my book to teach them how to journal. And she was like, you know what, let's do it. In the summer at Center Point, we're doing an adventure theme, so let's adventure in healing and self and journaling. And I was like, you're kidding.
It's smart.
And I was like, I love it, because it is an adventure. It's not a one-step process. It's not a overnight thing. Healing is like constant. And it's like, if you believe it's a one-time thing, you are already starting about it wrong. It takes steps. You might need one book or three. You might need multiple.
If you show up to the event, again, it's at the Center Point Library, June 8th. What happens? Will you receive a journal, or do they need to bring a journal with them, or will you even be journaling?
Well, you will be journaling, but we're going to have pages actually out of the book. So like we're just going to do like small activities here and there, but like the books will be there for purchase, but everything is free, like free admission, and like going to do like activities, like kind of like a little workshop thing to teach you how to journal, to show what healing looks like. And basically, like if you're over the event and you want to purchase a book, of course you can, but you don't have to. I also want to tell people, again, I want you to buy the book, of course.
Right.
But I want you to understand that I really want you to heal, because I feel as though if our world can mentally accept I have an issue and I want to unpack it, you can be better. So if that takes a notebook, a sticky note, use it. You don't have to do it. Buy this book, take a notebook, sheet of paper, jot it down, let it out, stop carrying it.
Amen.
Because you're not going to be the best version of you if you continue to walk around like a crazy person with luggage on your back.
And Valeen's talking about this book right here. It's called It's Time to Unpack.
It is.
When did you write it?
2023, last year.
Perfect. It's still very timely.
Yes.
And you can get it on Amazon.
Or Kindle.
Or Kindle.
No, I'm sorry.
Okay,
Just
so you
Amazon.
can get it on Amazon.
Yep.
How much is it?
15.
So you can buy it today, $15. Read it now before June 8th, and you'll have the overall idea before you go to that workshop.
Right.
Give us the details about the workshop, the time, location one more time, and the date.
Okay, it's going to be at Center Point Public Library on June the 8th at 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. and that's on a Saturday.
And it's free.
And it's free. You paid nothing. And it's snacks.
Hey, snacks too, journaling, all that good stuff. Valeen Jackson, author, local, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Have a great Friday.
You as
Thank
well.
you, friend.
And again, here's the flyer that was mentioned in the video. And also, if you have not ordered your copy of It's Time to Unpack, follow these steps to get your copy today. And tune in to the next video. Bye.